I'm 10 toes with you. But so let's move on to the next one. We don't gotta be long on this one at all.
We're not gonna be long.
Y'all don't care about it. I am the hockey watcher on this podcast. If it's ever an NHL topic, I am the go-to guy. But I did want to bring this up just because some minority players of the hockey NHL, they formed this alliance called the Hockey Diversity Alliance. And so, pretty much it's for like to help the league with the challenges and shortcomings that they have with diversity and inclusion. So I did I want to say the NHL was kind of last on like speaking on the George Floyd situation and Breonna Taylor situations until people start criticizing them. Like hockey players came out, like Sidney Crosby, like top players came out. Mm-hmm. And then the NHL started coming out. But even with that said, this alliance is separate from the NHL. So it's not like the NFL came out and said we're gonna do this. NHL, hey, you guys go do that. We are separate. So whatever you guys do, that's on y'all, nothing to do with us. So I do want to point that out that the NHL is separate from this. But with that said, Evander Kane, ex-Buffalo Sabre, he spoke with Kaepernick, and he said he felt inspired. He's a black player from Canada, from Toronto. He said he felt inspired by Kaepernick and his peaceful protest. And then when all this happened, he's just like, yo, I can't sit here in hockey anymore and not use my voice. So he's been speaking out. Patrick Subban, a lot of players coming out is on this committee. So pretty much what they want to do, they want to go into these black neighborhoods, black communities, and I guess push hockey on the black youth and get them involved and get them wanting to play hockey because they love the sport so much. They feel like, okay, more black people can love this. So I guess let me go to you, Rad. Do you think that, I don't want to say their efforts will be futile, but do you think like them going out, do you think this will make any impact on the amount of black players that play hockey?
I think it's gonna have a somewhat of an impact because if you wasn't doing that before and you're doing something now, it's gonna have an impact. But it's similar to baseball. I think baseball got like an RBI program or something where they're trying to reach out to black inner city youths and stuff, trying to get them back into baseball. But baseball and hockey are very similar in the fact of their farm systems are so rigorous and so long, and it's so much other things that it reeks of a system. It's just too much of other stuff to me, if that makes sense. It's too much of you got to do this, get in this inner circle maybe, or get to this network farm system to be seen. It's just so much other things that you got to do that's not just black and white in hockey and baseball compared to the NFL and NBA is play good in high school, play good in college, you are pro. You know what I'm saying? It's no gray area or no big long arbitration or long farm system that I think, whatever. So I think for black inner city youths, it's going to be a tough get. Maybe some more privileged black people, maybe some more people that maybe they're not heavily thinking about finances. Maybe if you will reach to more people that's more like privileged or have more a greater foundation or a better economic history. Maybe, I'm not saying hockey should just be for privileged black people. That kind of sound like what I'm saying. But if you give a black inner city youth the chance to play hockey or the NBA or football, it's like I don't think it's a discussion because simply they get more money. NBA, NFL get more money, and it's easy. It's not easier, but it's an easier path. It's an easier path. Like, you gonna make less money and make it harder for me? Like, that's just. If I'm saying if baseball having a challenge getting people on, I think hockey is gonna have a challenge as well. But it's gonna be an uptick. Somehow, some way, it should be an uptick. Maybe one or two at your players being drafted a year. I don't know.
I guess so, Bill. So in their statement, they said that they want to make the game more socio-economically inclusive and eradicate racism and intolerance in hockey. Do you think they have a chance of that goal of making it more, socio-economical and to get rid of the racism in hockey, at least?
Just to throw it out there. Throw this out there. I don't watch hockey. I think it's probably the dumbest sport out there.
Oh God,
bro! If you don't watch it, how can you say it's the dumbest sport out there,
bro? Because listen, man, you got people just skating all over the ice. They should be figure skaters, bro. It is
and a puck not black for no reason, Mike. Let's talk on that. Yeah.
Nah, you and Mills, y'all want to go into thesis. I'm not doing that tonight.
The only thing that
people skating on ice, what? That's part of the game, bro.
Bro, the only thing I like about hockey is the fights. Till somebody fall, bro.
But hey, what right, Mills? If more black people get into hockey, is they still gonna allow fighting, Mike?
Well, they getting rid of fighting right now, anyways. Without black people, if you see a fight, it's a rare, like it's quick, and like if you see like a real fight, it's kind of rare nowadays.
Okay.
Anyways, but you're right. Like if you get a team for like a line for the black people and it's out there fighting, it ends so quick. But go ahead, Mills. Finish your point. I'm not asking you about if you watch hockey if it's dumb. I'm asking you, do you think them doing this efforts will make black people start playing or watching hockey at least?
I just want to throw it out there. That's all I want to do. But I mean, you have to try. There's no harm in trying. The worst thing that can happen is the whole thing gets shut down. I mean, it doesn't work. But it's always good, to give that effort to try. You can't expect change without wanting something to change and without doing anything. I don't know no African American hockey players at all. I don't even know that many African Americans that watch hockey besides you and your brother.
Raw Sabres.
But I mean, it's definitely a great push. It's something that I do think they should do. I think something they put out in the article is not. It's not even just African Americans. They're also striving to get females involved. Females to watch, females to be a part of the game. I mean, it's something that we need. We should definitely push for it. Yeah.
When you integrate black people in your sport, you know what happened, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I would say hockey is like the GOP of sports. So that is very true. But see, they're in their statement that they put out, the social economical issues, and I'm glad neither one of you guys brought that up. I feel like that is like Brad, you mentioned it, but I feel like that's the weakest excuse. Like, oh well, black people don't play hockey because it's so expensive. Bro, AAU for basketball is super expensive as well, and we still do that.
Traveling and everything, yeah.
Yeah, so you need more equipment for hockey, but I feel like that's just the excuse people use why black people don't play hockey.
Yo, but when you go back to that whole black people don't play hockey, another big reason why they don't play hockey is because they don't see any other people with their same race that's playing the same as playing the sport. Somebody that they look at, hey, he looks like me. I want to be like him. You don't got that in hockey, so that's not gonna make me.
Yeah, hockey wasn't hockey created in Canada, right? If I'm not mistaken. So if hockey was created in Georgia, bro, black people would be playing. It's that simple, I think.
Right.
It's created
basketball was created in Canada too.
Was it?
Or by Canadian in Kansas, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor.
They call
hockey Naismith. Dr. Naismith.
Yeah, Naismith. All right, but so to me, the key sentence of their whole thing was, we will promote diversity at all levels of the game through community outreach and engagement with youth, and will endeavor to make the game more affordable and accessible. And to me, it's all about access, because I don't know about you guys, but like, what made you fall in love with sports? For me, it was the fact that I could look outside my window and I see my friends outside playing football, and I run outside, and now we out there playing pole to pole, 4-on-4, 5-second hold, sideline pop. Or all right, yo, let's go play basketball. Let's go in my yard. Or let's bring the hoop out to the street. You can just play right then and there. And
Availability, man.
With hockey, you can't just, if you play like roller hockey, but ice hockey, you just can't go outside and play. And then a lot of these rinks are in the suburbs. You don't have any rinks in the hood where kids can just go and play. And
Mike, that's for a reason, Mike.
I know, but I'm not talking about that. But on top of that, you have to book these rinks anyways. So it's not like a open gym like we used to go to and just go play. So it's not accessible. And like I say, it may not be designed by design. Oh, it probably is by design, Rad.
It's by
you put these rinks in suburbs far away from black people so they don't play. And that's why I said it's not funny, but the NHL said, well, y'all go ahead and do that. We're going to chill over here. And
our league is we set and the issue is, I mean, maybe it's a problem for the black players in the league, so I don't want to talk for them. But if they want to have an all-white league or predominantly all-white league, that's it's no cool. No, let's keep it a buck here. It's no coincidence there that number 4, fifth sport in All America. It's no coincidence. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. It's like the black players and the majority of black players are NBA and NFL, and down the number 1 and number 2 sports in the country for a reason, I think. So,
well, even with hockey, they have a problem with white people as well, because once you get past like south of Detroit, like hockey not huge in the South. It's all the Canadian. Well, Canada love it, but it's all the like Canadian borders, Buffalo, Minnesota, Detroit, all these north like Boston, like it's huge hockey up here. But once you get to the South, it's a little less. But I think Mills made a great point. I think what hockey needs is the best player to be black. Almost like how Tiger in golf is like the Williams sister in tennis. No, we didn't care about golf either until Tiger came on the scene and started dominating.
Yep.
Same thing with Venus and Serena. So if you get like the best player in the sport, and I don't mean like Patrick Subban, like he was on the cover of NHL 19,
like Sidney Crosby coming out,
and like he's great. Yeah. But I mean, like you said, Crosby, Patrick Kane. Connor McDavid. You guys probably have no idea who these players are.
Oh, I know Connor McDavid. But our number 1 picks, man. I know these people.
Yeah. Like if you got like the top player in hockey, it was black and was dominating, I think you get more views because just like the Tiger effect. People just gonna watch. Just like, all right, I'm gonna watch a bro over there. I don't really care about the sports, but I'm gonna watch bro.
If he come out and start competing with Wayne Gretzky with all-time records and stuff, that's gonna put a lot of attention. You know what I mean?
Because like
for sure,
like I said, like black people with baseball, it's not like it used to be. Not even like the Barry Bonds era. Like Marcus played Little League baseball, but when I was of age,
I beat him by the way.
Mills played it, but as you get older, like the top players, aren't really black. You don't really see so many black pitchers. A lot of them are Cuban or the black players in the MLB is getting fewer and fewer. So that's why we lose the interest in hockey and baseball are kind of boring. So we rather go play football and basketball.
And access is way easier to play football or basketball. It's just way easier to do.
It's easier.
It's just easier to do it.
But also when you got one of those top players, in that specific sport, is always something negative that ties on to them that kind of, downplays them and makes them not as, make them not as that person you want to be, in the future.
What you mean?
Like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was a great baseball player, one of the top players. But then they pushed the whole story about him on the drugs and everything like that.
Right.
And that just changed everything, So you gotta be that top player, but you gotta be that top player and also be looked at on a positive, the positive end of things.
Well, I would say that I don't think Tiger stood a draw. Like he had his whole thing with his wife, But if Tiger is on the leaderboard on Sunday, the ratings are crazy. Like me and my dad watched him win the Masters last April. So I mean, I don't think people care too much about that Tiger and cheated on his wife. I think some of that got to do with that she was white, but we won't go down that road.
We stopped a lot of roads today, Mike. We stopped a lot of roads today.
I know. We stopped a road. So Priest not here. We need Priest to tap in and go down those uncharted waters.